Hello everyone, in this video we are going to see about the structure of spreadsheet. We know that spreadsheet refers to the MS Excel sheet. What's a spreadsheet? Yeah, spreadsheet is an interactive computer application program for the organization, analysis and storage of data in tabular form. Spreadsheets are developed as computerized simulations of paper accounting worksheets. So, what's the tabular form is? It's a cross section of rows and columns. So, we always comfortable to see the data in a tabular form like rows and columns. Easy for us to analyze and understand. So, likewise, spreadsheet also holds the data in a tabular form. The program operates on data represented as cells of an array organized in rows and columns. Each cell of the array may contain either numeric or text data or the results of formulas that automatically calculate and display a value based on the contents of other cells. So the cell may contain, cell is the cross section of rows and columns. A cell may contain a number like a age or register number or the whatever the numeric data may be, and the text data like our name, the place, our degree. So they are the text data and the results of the formulas. Sometimes we sum up the values of 10 rows and 10 columns, we find the average, we find the minimum, maximum. So we can apply any formula and the cell may contain the result of the formula. So the data may be either numeric data or text data or the result of some formula. How spreadsheets can help us? A spreadsheet is a computer equivalent of a paper ledger sheet. We know that in accounts, the ledger we have the details of the credits and debits. In that way, we can use the spreadsheet. The spreadsheet environment can become a responsive and dynamic work environment by using formulas which will automatically update when you change the data. So here it's a responsive and dynamic environment means when you are suppose you are using the Excel sheet for the salary calculation of the employee in an organization. So here as soon as we enter the data, the whenever you change the data accordingly the value also varies. Okay, so dynamically it is responsive in the sense that when you change any value, we change any data, automatically the result also varies. It is called as a responsive and dynamic nature. Microsoft Excel enables us to format your data, organize your data by sorting it, and generate charts and graphs illustrating our data, and also it automate and customize the procedures by using the macros. So what is the formatting of data is we can format the, for example, you have a numeric data, you can format the data into rupees and pies. The pies may have some two digit column after decimal point, two digit, one digit or no digits after the decimal point, or the dollar symbol, the yen symbol. So whatever the currency symbol, likewise we can format our data. The data may be bigger in size, it means bolder in nature. Some the font size may vary. So whatever the formatting you do in MS Word, most of the formatting can be done in the Microsoft Excel also. If the data, organize your data by sorting it. We can arrange the data either in ascending order or descending order. Suppose we have a class information. This we wanted to arrange the name of the students as the attendance order. So we always sort in the alphabetical order of the names. So that is one example of sorting. So we can organize the data in a sorting way. And generate charts and graphs means we can generate graph, any types of graph, pie chart, bar chart, line chart, many types of charts and graphs are there. We can create. Then what does this chart and graphs help us is it helps us to analyze the data better. For example, you have a data of about your class and the marks of the semesters. Suppose you wanted to know who has got the highest mark and who has got the lowest mark, and what is the average of the marks the students have got, and what is the marks that is obtained in each and every subject. All those things can be easily identified by using these graphs and charts. Automate and customize the procedures by macros. So macros are nothing but here the systematic procedure which helps to record some process. Suppose we have a same type of process again and again which can be done in a macro, but done in an Excel sheet. We record those things in a macro. So once you record the things in a macro, we can just run the macro and do the process automatically. It is like a automated process that is done by the macros. These macros are available in MS Word also and in MS Excel. Structure of electronic spreadsheet. Let us see the structure of how the sheets are named and numbered. A spreadsheet is a document which is divided into rows and columns to record such things as an items in inventory, income and expenditures, debits and credits, and so on. Spreadsheets are designed to ease the management of the numbers and calculations. So we can arrange the numbers. The management of numbers means we can arrange the numbers, we can generate the numbers, we can fill the numbers, and also we can make any calculations as we mentioned before. We can find the sum, the average, the minimum, the maximum, the mode, the median, and whatever the functions may be that is applied with the mathematical function or statistical function, whatever the trigonometric functions, all functions can be applied on the numbers, that is the calculations. They calculate totals, averages, percentages, budgets, and complex financial scientific formulas and a lot more. What does the spreadsheet contain? The components of spreadsheet. Spreadsheets are made up of columns, rows, and their intersections are called cells. In a spreadsheet, the column is defined as the vertical space and that is going up and down. And letters are used to designate the column's location. We use the letters A, B, C, D up to Z. After that, we have A, B, and so on. In a spreadsheet, the row is the horizontal space that is moving across the window. We use the numbers to designate those rows like row 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. In a spreadsheet, the cell is the space where a specified row and column intersect. Like a box, like a box, rectangular box. So that box is called as a cell. Each cell is assigned a name according to its column, letter and row number. So we know that we use the letter for column like A, B, C, D, and also we use the numbers 1, 2, 3 for the rows. So a cell will contain the address as row number and the column number. Which row and which column intersect to form that cell, that is the cell number. This cell number helps to address the cell for different reasons. Let us see how the cells are named. In a spreadsheet, the cell is the space where a specified row and column intersect. Each cell is assigned a name according to the column letter and the row number. And highlighted, let us see in the next slide, the sample sheet is there. In there we have a highlighted part of the spreadsheet. It is called as the labeled as D4. So what does it mean? D is the column and 4 is the row number. So the cell is called D4. When naming a cell, when we should put the column first and the row second. That is the way to name a cell. Let us see the diagram here. So here there are some basic types of data in this sheet. The data may be a label. It's given as a blue arrow. It may be a label or a values or some formulas like given in the red. Okay. So now you can see one block. There is one box is it's shaded. The box addresses D and 4. So it is in the Dth column and is the 4th row. So the intersection of this D row and the 4 column is given the highlighted, which is the cell D4. Okay, and always the cursor will be in the A1. We can see the expense where is the first column and row is the first row A1. So always A1. We can see above in that white box in the top left corner, it is given as A1. So whichever cell is the cursor is placed, that is will be shown in this. This is the bar. Okay, that bar shows the address of the current cell which is assigned. Now current cell, the cursor is in the expense cell which is A row and A column and row 1, it is called as A1. And the content of the cell is expense, that is given in this this white space. You can see in the right way. It's the expense. Okay. So and in between this it is the formula bar. Whenever you type any formula, that will appear in the formula bar. It is given over here. A right, a fx and some symbol is there. So this middle white box is the formula bar which shows the formulas we type. Okay. So now this is about this sheet. And now we can see here B8 looks like this. So what is it? It is equal to sum of B2 colon B7. So this is the range. So B2 is column B with the row 2. So here it contains the phone. Okay, second row is the phone expense, and B is the for expense for January 18. So that here when you say B2 means B2 consists of some $46. Okay, and then B3 for insurance in the same month expenses and 80, and for rent the expense is $900, and for medicine it is 1000 to 120, and for electricity bill it is 2000, and likewise water bill it is around 120. Okay, so these actually electricity bill is 200. Okay, so these things are given in the column from B2 to B7. So if you want to find the expense of the month January, we have to find the total. So total is given as the sum of the values from phone bill to water bill, which is from B2 to B7. That is what given in this formula. B8. So immediately B8 follows. So B8 contains the sum of the values which is added from B2 to B7. So the January month phone, insurance, rent, medicine, electricity bill and water bill are added to get the January month expense. So this is how the spreadsheet helps to organize and calculate the information and data. Okay. Now let us see the three types of data a worksheet can contain. A label, just we have seen now here, and then the values. So here the label is A1, which contains the, we just seen before, the value, which is the label is the expense. Okay, so here label is the some text which is it helps to identify the particular cell, and then values contains the numbers. Just we have seen from B2 to B7 all the expense of a particular concern for January month contains, January month is in B cell, and February in C cell, and March in D cell, and so on. So they are the values of the given entities. And then we have the formulas. Also we have seen the formula, sum of the expenses of the January month from B2 to B7. So that is given as a formula. So the formula should be entered as with the equal to sign. You have to note the point clearly here. This is a one word question. Any formula should start with the equal to symbol. So equal to, if you enter in any cell, equal to any formula. Now sum is the formula within bracket B2 colon B7 means from B2 to B7. That is the range. Okay, and it will add and give the answer in the next consecutive cell, which is B8. So like these three types of data can be entered in a cell. All formulas must begin with the equal to sign, and this formula tells the program to add together the values of B2 to B7 and put in the answer in B8. Because B8, when the cursor is in B8, the answer will be put in B8. So wherever the cursor is, the answer will be put. So that's all how the spreadsheets are organized and how the calculations are done. It's a simple example given as a spreadsheet with the expenses of month January to some other month. So this is how the Excel data can be entered. Hope it is easy and simple to follow, and thanks for watching.